I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise X, and this is episode 199 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. Wait till you see episode 200. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He answers the questions. We read the questions, and there's a lot of questions. We take the cool, the funny, the lies, the myths, and we put them here for you. So on today's episode, we're talking about, I'm gluten-free. I'm worried about cross-contamination. Why is water not included in the bubbles package? I didn't go to assigned dining all the time. Will this affect my server's prepaid gratuities? I'm going to Pearl Cove. I got the open bar. Will that count against my daily 15? And Mardi Gras Brewery tour. Can I book this ahead of time?
And this is straight from the Yak's mouth.
All right, question one. This cruiser has their first cruise on the Carnival Sunshine next year, and they wondered how safe is the dining room for celiacs that need gluten-free options, as they are very concerned about cross-contamination in the kitchen or galley on a ship. John said they have hundreds of celiacs and gluten-free guests cruising with them every year, and Carnival takes wonderful care of them. There is no cross-contamination concerns because they have a completely separate gluten-free menu at breakfast and dinner in the dining room. And they also prepare them in separate areas in the galley. So it's not like a wheat roll is being thrown over and they're playing catch with it. They have a separate area. So the folks that have celiac disease and they have gluten allergies, it is prepared in an entirely separate area to avoid cross-contamination. Pretty cool, Carnival. Question two. This cruiser asked, why is water not included in the bubbles package? Seems like this would be a benefit to Carnival, as water usually is cheaper than soda. John said because it's a soda package, not a water package. Water makes sense. It's called bubbles. Water is included in the unlimited in the zero proof chairs package, and quite frankly, the regular chairs package. And they have unlimited complimentary water throughout the ship. So if you do drink a lot of water, but you don't drink alcohol, get the zero proof cheers package. Water and soda is included in that. Bubbles package, just soda type products. And if you drink alcohol and you drink water, which you should if you're drinking alcohol, get the regular cheers package, and unlimited water is included in that as well. So bottom line is, if you like drinking water, don't buy the bubbles package. It does not include it. Speaking of like, if you like what you see and you enjoy cruising content, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. Question three. This cruiser asked if they have assigned dining and they do not go to the MDR on one or more nights, do the servers receive less in their prepaid gratuities versus if they went to the MDR every night? John said no, they don't. If you have prepaid your gratuities, or if the gratuity comes on the account in the middle of the cruise, they will not receive any less unless you go to guest services and modify them. So yeah, if you're like us, we have anytime dining, but a part of our prepaid gratuities still goes toward that. And frankly, we're Lido or restaurant people, so we don't often go to the MDR, but no worries, your servers are still getting the full amount of gratuities that they have earned. Question four. This cruiser has a cabana booked at Pearl Cove in Celebration Key with an open bar, and wanted to know if the alcoholic drinks with this excursion count toward your daily onboard limit of 15. John said They do not count towards your 15, but please drink responsibly. So yeah, if you buy a drink outside of the unlimited or open bar on Pearl Cove or on the island, all those drinks will count against your daily 15. If you bought the Excursion that has the open bar, they will not. So there you go. But like John said, drink responsibly. You don't want to be one of those peer runners and you don't want to wake up the next morning and go, oh my God, Becky, my head. Anyway, last question. This cruiser is going on the Mardi Gras, and her husband would like to do the Onboard Brewery Tour. They want to know if they can book this ahead of time, or do we have to wait till they get on board to book? The parched pig array of beers sounds really appetizing to her husband. John said, no, you cannot book it ahead of time. You have to book it once you're on board the ship, and you got to go directly to the Pig and Anchor. We've done this tour multiple times. Even if you're not a bear person, the tour itself is great. God, what was our brewmaster's name? Vlad, thank you. And we had him on 2 different ships. Dude was amazing. I would recommend doing it. You do get a flight of bears, and Vlad loves filling those things back up. The tour in and of itself, super fun. But you cannot book it ahead of time, which I kind of wish you could, because that's something I would book on any boat that has an onboard brewery because it is so cool. Endgame is you gotta wait till you're on board and do it early because they sell out very quickly. So that's been episode 199 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. You gotta stay tuned. Not after this one. The one after this, episode 200, gonna be epic. Thanks for watching. Please take care.